Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So we have got this cell right here. We have this sub EZA cell, the GT cell. The GT Frieza also does get a sub EZA. I'm not, well, I mean, I guess technically they're not sub EZAs, but it's like sub EZA level, right? Because this guy, Frieza, and the GT Dragon Fist Goku, right? They're all EZing from the same EZA. I don't really think I'm going to be too optimistic about this guy's potential level of performance. We'll see. It is nice to get like an extra option to like GT bosses, but I just like, to me, like this is the exact type of character that really could have helped like LR Omega and LR Baby and GT bosses characters is this guy. What they would have wanted to do, I think, is give them give this cell very powerful abilities, but you know, maybe like lock it to GT bosses or something like that. I mean, this cell is... The problem with cell characters in particular is that they're very greedy. If you ever hear someone talk about like, oh, villain links are an issue, the character this is most relevant for is Cell. Cell has many links, such as Ultimate Life Form, which this guy has right here, that he only shares with himself. Other characters do not have that. So unless they release 5 top-tier cells at once, you end up with these cells who can never be used at full power. It's kind of unfortunate, right? So I guess let's just hop into an event. Cell has 200% leader skills, Carnival LR Omega, and then also STR Super 17. So let's hop in an event, and let's test out this GT Cell. Alright guys, we are here in an event, so let's go ahead and see what Cell has to offer us. So 158k defense right here at the start of the turn. Cell's super attack effect. He's getting 30% attack and defense, and then he seals enemy super. Okay. He gets 2 key, 150% attack and defense at the start of turn. I do like him giving himself 2 key. He gets 100% attack and defense when performing a super. Okay, so we're going to double this. So he's over 300k right there. And then he gets an additional super if all allies are GT bosses, sworn enemies, or revenge. Okay. Actually, the 19 and 20, they aren't any of those. They're not GT bosses, sworn enemy, or revenge. Okay. So for here, we're not going to be able to get that. But now I wonder, do they have to be one of the 3 or all the same specifically? Okay, interesting. So he gets that guaranteed additional super, and then he gets 150% attack and super effective against all types if the target enemy is stunned. But like, take a look at this. So you're telling me he gets to 300k, and then from that point he could get like 2 30% defensive buffs. Like, yeah, he sucks. Okay, like that's not how. This is not how you create a buff for a weak team. Like, I get it. Like, oh, you know, we don't need to be making, you know, sub EZA level characters super crazy, but like, you know, this is exactly what I'm talking about. On like, if we're like on like a GT bosses setup or something like that, I don't see why he can't have support, dodge, like damage reduction, guard, something like that. But you could balance it by limiting it to a certain team. That's all you have to do. Like, if they would just limit like that ability to, you know, again, like a certain type of team, it'd be fine. I mean, this is not, this is looking like this is not going to be too good. We're at 182. So Cell's link set here. He has Gentleman, Brainiacs, Shocking Speed, Ultimate Life Form, Nightmare, GT, and Shattering the Limit. I do not see myself running this GT Cell very often. I'm just going to say that. Maybe there's like some specific fight. The thing about GT Cell that could be pretty useful is his seal, right? Like, so like super battle. I mean, if we're gonna go into a super battle road run, you know, for revenge or other world warriors or something like that, maybe this GT Cell could be okay. But yeah, I mean, this is just, so throughout the history of Dokkan, just certain things have been shafted, right? Extreme tech characters, and now GT bosses characters is one. I do not understand why GT bosses are never allowed to be good, basically. Because, I mean, that's kind of the truth. Like, they just never allow GT bosses characters to be good. They're just like, yeah, nah, you're good. No, We don't want busted GT bosses, because look at it. Like, STR Super 17 has got weirdness. LR Super 17 is one of the worst designed characters ever. LR Omega has weirdness. You know, it's like you just go down the line. Like the Tech Bayonet Baby was weird. Like they do not like. Funny enough, like I feel like the best GT bosses unit ever. Well, it's probably Physical Omega. Like the day he came out. But besides him, it's EZA AGL Super 17. Those are the two best like GT bosses ever. Like you know, just like I'm talking about like their relative strength compared to the rest of the game, like when they released. Well, I've got some bad news. Now, I wanted to run GT Cell on this, you know, like just a Super 17 team, and there wasn't really a ton of like I was originally going to go into the Red Zone Cell fight. Yeah, now we're looking at a little bit of a negative situation right here. I think we would probably just die. I mean, we're under 600k HP on this team. We probably will just die right here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, because I wanted to get, you know, like Ultimate Life Form up, but yeah. Oh, we did. Oh my God, we lived. We actually lived. Okay. Wait, no, hold on. Because when this AGL Dokkan Fest Cell, when he transforms into Perfect, he has Ultimate Life Form. Oh my God, easily, guys, we lived. This is why, like, damn, he's still like just 2 million for real. All right, so that answered that question, because the entire rotation was GT bosses, sworn enemies, or revenge. The entire rotation was. So it has to be one. You can't mix and match right there. Okay, I actually was not super sure on that, but there we see. Because Cell is sworn enemies, right? AGL Cell, and then obviously Super 17 is GT bosses. Well, that's kind of a bummer. So, I mean, yeah, so that right there, I mean, there's the restriction, right, to specifically GT bosses, pretty much. I mean, that kind of really limits your team building with this guy, and limits his ability to, like, be decent or good. You know? Wow. Kind of shocking how bad they made this guy, I guess. He's got nothing. It's literally the seal, right? Like, you can utilize his seal, in Super Battle Road type stages, right? Because, like, the one thing we haven't really seen from him, I mean, we haven't seen the additional super, sure. Oh, wait. There is one minor mistake I'm making here. The 100% attack and defense on super, that's part of the restriction. Oh, okay. And then he also is getting the 150% attack and super effective against all types when the target enemy is stunned. All right, I'm probably we'll do one more rotation. In this run, we'll at least get Ultimate Life Form activated, and then after that, we'll head over to just like a regular event, I guess. We'll get, like, you know, the full GT bosses lineup, and then we'll also see Cell when the enemy is stunned, right? So there's two things we want to see, right? What does Cell look like with a full either GT boss, sworn enemy, or revenge lineup? And then what does he do when the enemy is stunned? But the thing is, just 150% attack and super effective against all types, like, that's not enough. It's really not for if the enemy is stunned, because it's like, remember, I mean, that's a Super Battle Road only ability, essentially, right? Like, you're not getting that in, like, actual fights, so you'd think they could make it even crazier, right? Like, it should be, like, another additional super. That's what they should do. That would be helpful. All right, now we are good here. We can put Super 17 in slot 1. Let's just get same type orbs to heal up a little bit right here. But remember that Frieza cannot super attack on this turn right here. So we are going to be A-okay. Super 17 will go ahead and finish him off. Yep, perfect. All right, so on this next turn, we're going to have AGL Cell go ahead and transform into his perfect form, which means he is going to have that Ultimate Life Form link for us, which means, I mean, it's very powerful. 2 key, 3% HP regen, 10% attack and defense. I mean, it's one of the better links in the game, honestly, but, I mean, unless we're running a full sworn enemy lineup, we're not going to be able to take advantage of that link for Cell. It's stupid. It's really dumb. Yeah, I can say with the swiftness that I hate the design of the GT Cell. Awful. Dreadful. All right. So we are able to get a couple of links activated. We have Gentleman, we have Shocking Speed, and then we also have Ultimate Life Form with EGL Cell. We're at 200k right there. But again, remember, Cooler is not on Sworn Enemy. And then I believe AGL Cell, he's not on Revenge, right? So, yeah. A little bit unfortunate. I could give some probably better equips to this Cell, huh? Yeah, we could. Okay. All right, let's just get this rotation right here. And then after this, I think we're just gonna go ahead and skip. We'll come back on a rotation where we can see what GT Cell does when, because it's gotta be, I really do hate that you can't mix and match GT Boss, Sworn Enemy, and Revenge. That is real ball sack. That sucks. They were like, yeah, we're making sure that this GT Cell sucks dick. Thank you, Dokkan. Thank you. All right, well, let's AGL Cell get. I haven't used AGL Cell very much at all, right, lately. So we can let AGL Cell get some attacks in. All right, we'll come back with probably just a full GT bosses setup is what we'll do. All right, guys, let's see what GT Cell can do for us. So again, remember, without that full rotation, he wasn't even getting the extra 100% attack and defense on super attack, right? So we should see his stats much, much higher in this rotation. Not really too great here. We're only going to have Nightmare and GT activated, but it'll be okay. We'll be able to get Cell next to Frieza as well. So next to Frieza, we'll be able to actually get the, you know, the stun. Because the Cell and Frieza, they're sort of meant to be run together, but, I mean, they both suck. So I don't know about running them together. I'm not really dying to do that, right? All right, so let's see what Cell does right here. Attack size should be higher. 5.3, but again, we're in the year 2023, man. It's not, you know, 2019 anymore. All right, sure. There's a guaranteed additional super right here. It's up to 5.5. Yeah, he sucks. Yeah, he sucks balls. It might be shocking to some of y'all. Again, this does suck because, I mean, this guy being good would be actually helpful quite a bit. Oh, you know what we'll be able to do? Okay, so we'll get this next turn. Frieza should get the stun on Broly. So then we'll be able to see, you know, Cell with the extra 150% attack and the super effective against all types. We'll see that activated. And then after that, we could get the KO screen for LR Carnival Omega. Pretty rare KO screen, so we'll definitely go ahead and get that in there. Yeah, so let me know what you guys are thinking about the GT Cell, but, I mean, he sucks ball sacks. The thing is I guess Frieza could probably work a little bit better in that, like, Frieza, you could probably run on, like, a Wicked Bloodline. Well, the only thing was, like, Wicked Bloodline, Cooler is not on Sworn Enemies, right? So you'd have to, if you're running a full Frieza Wicked Bloodline team, but, I mean, at GT, he's gonna suck anyway. Like, it doesn't matter. They're just all ass. All right, so Frieza, I believe, has a high chance to stun, right? So hopefully he gives us the stun. If not, we'll come back and we'll get the rotation and see what Cell does. All right, so up to 9 million for Frieza right there. Okay, yeah, because Broly is already sealed. That's why. We did not get the stun. Okay, so there's the guaranteed additional right there. Frieza-chan, give me the stun, please. And no. God damn it. I hate this game. All right, we'll come back once Broly actually gets stunned, and we can see. Wow, very unlucky right there, huh? Oh my god. All right. Yeah, we'll get the stun and we'll come back. Oh, there's a triple super. But I just don't really find a lot of value in him, unfortunately. It is what it is. Alrighty, we got another turn right here. So remember that GT, real Dozer GT Boss's support, although it's only defense, right? 189k? Alright. Alright, hopefully Frieza will give us what we desire right here, and we can get on out of here. Alright, Frieza, give us the stun. Oh, wait, no, he is stunned. He is stunned. We're good. Alright, so, let's go. Give us a triple super while you're at it, so. Nice little triple super. Perhaps we should... Alright, 8.62. Bro, has Frieza... Wait, am I wrong? Frieza stuns. Am I crazy, or did Frieza not stun a single time? Am I losing my mind? This is GT Cell killing my mind? Frieza stuns, right? Yeah, he does. Did Frieza not stun a single super, by the way? I don't, bruh. Alright, I'm done. Bro, we're so out of here. Let's just get these active skills. We saw, I mean, guess what? Unfortunately, I'm sorry, guys. GT Cell is not very, good. He's not good.
我々ジョーク竜をまとめて相手にしようとは命知らずもいいところだ。もうお遊びは終わりだ。一気にこの星ごと吹き飛ばしてやる。この星もろとも消えてなくなれ。
Alright, this is Roaring Hatred from Hell. Cell, Perfect Cell GT. Or Cell Perfect Form GT. His leader skills Extreme Int Type Key 3 and 110% of stats. So, potentially could be a decent leader skill for like Dokkan Battlefield, actually. That could be a place there. And that's where his seal potentially could be useful as well. His super attack is the Hell's Buster, which raises attack and defense by 30% for one turn, does supreme damage to the enemy, and then seals enemy super attack. His passive skill, Evil Deepened in Hell, gives him 2 key and 150% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then he gets an additional 100% attack and defense on super attack, and a guaranteed additional super if all allies attacking in the same turn are GT bosses, sworn enemies, or revenge category characters. Again, we tested it out during the video. It does have to all be one specific category there, which I think hurts this guy a little bit, although he's not really that great anyway. I guess it doesn't really matter that much. And then finally, Cell gets an additional 150% attack, and he is super effective against all types if the enemy is stunned. Then his link set is Gentleman, Brainiacs, Shocking Speed, Ultimate Life Form, Nightmare, GT, and Shattering the Limit. 12 key multiplier is 150%. Okay, a little high for a banner unit. And then finally, GT Cell is on a lot of teams, although I don't know if... these are all mostly teams that need help, but I don't know if he actually really help at all. So there's the Android team. He's also over here on Transformation Boost. Then, of course, he's on the Time Traveler category team. Wow, we've got nothing new for Time Traveler since Heroes last year. Crazy, okay. Then he's also over here on the Artificial Life Form category team. He's also on Target Goku. Again, you guys are seeing, like, these are a lot of teams that really could use help. He's also on Other World Warriors, which we know how limited this team is. Then he's also over here on the Revenge category team. He's also over here on GT Bosses, which always needs help. And then finally, he's on Sworn Enemies. So, kind of unfortunate. Like, if this guy had been like, you know, oh my god, he's like a top 3 sub-EZA character, like, that would have been fire, right? Like, if this guy was just, like, way stronger, that would be good. Because, like, dude, Revenge, GT Bosses, Sworn Enemy, Otherworld Warrior, Target Goku, Artificial Life Form, Android, like, you know, a really crazy, like, LR Perfect Cell would be so fire, because this really could help. So, let me know what you guys think about this GT Perfect Cell right here. Thanks, guys, for watching, but yeah, unfortunately, he's pretty bad.